Hello, and welcome to You're Not Broken, You're Unbalanced. I am Travis Woodley, clinician and author, and here we calm the gut, lower inflammation, and improve signaling so your hormones and metabolic health finally change. If you've been with us the past couple of weeks and you've locked in your sleep window, well, now we need to turn that rhythm into hormone momentum. Sleep gave you the timing, now you need the signal. So, when your gut is calm and your blood sugar is steady, the body reads that as safe. So your hormones start to cooperate instead of compensate. Practically, that means less inflammatory noise from the gut lining, better insulin sensitivity from the short chain fatty acids, and a clearer estrogen metabolism through your gut's estrobolome. The result? Steadier mood and sleep, better thyroid conversion, and stronger testosterone signaling in both men and females. So let's build that signal with a meal plan that does three things at once: stabilize glucose, feed the microbiome, and give your hormones the raw materials it needs. So here's what a typical meal plan is going to look like: 30-40 grams of protein, which will be about 4 to 6 ounces of chicken, turkey, beef, fish, or maybe a cup of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, or maybe even 4 to 5 egg whites with a whole egg, or maybe a scoop of protein with milk or water. Then you can throw in your non-starchy vegetables, so it'd be 2 cups of spinach, arugula, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, peppers, mushrooms, zucchini, tomatoes, cucumbers, asparagus. Then we're going to need smart carbs, so we're going to do a half a cup of rice, or maybe a small potato, or maybe 3/4 cups of beans or lentils. Then we're going to need our healthy fats. So in our healthy fats, we're going to have 10 to 15 grams of healthy fat. It'd be a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, or maybe a quarter of an avocado, or 12 to 15 grams of nuts or seeds, or maybe even a teaspoon of ghee or coconut oil. If you're going to eat fruits, you're going to be berries only. And then my only non-negotiable is absolutely no bread whatsoever, even if it's gluten-free, and no seed oils. Your typical meal plan or meal plate will be about 400 to 600 calories with about 8 to 12 grams of fiber. So this balance blunts the glucose spikes that can disturb sleep and hot flash triggers. It feeds gut bacteria that produce short chain fatty acids, and it supplies amino acids your body uses for its hormones receptors. Those of you that are doing GLP-1s, I want you to eat your protein first, eat a little bit slower, and then start with fats moderate to reduce any kind of nausea. Make sure you keep your electrolytes up daily. Add in fiber as you need to for constipation, or even MAG complete. Most importantly, make sure that you are lifting to protect your lean muscle mass while your appetite is suppressed. All right, so food sets the rhythm. Now we need to calm the lining and lower the noise. So we're going to start with GI Complete that has glutamine with DGL, slippery elm, marshmallow, aloe, zinc, DMG. You're going to have 1 to 2 scoops in the morning. Then we'll throw in some IgG with it, which is going to bind irritating microbial fragments and reduce gut-driven inflammation. With dinner, I want you to have a probiotic, and then with your heavier meals throughout the day, you're gonna take digestive enzymes, or you can even do Probzymes, which has probiotics and digestive enzymes mixed in. If you're pregnant or nursing or managing any kind of gastrointestinal disease, I want you to make sure you check with your clinician first before starting those. All right, so that stack reduces the inflammatory background noise that pushes cortisol up and testosterone down, and it helps the body clear estrogen more cleanly. So with the gut quiet and glucose steady, now our training can raise signal without spiking stress. So let's talk about our training. So we're going to train one body part per day. We're going to work out 5 days a week, 30, 45 minutes a day. Ideally, I like to do legs on day 1. Day 2 will be back. Day 3 will be chest. Day 4, shoulders. Day 5, arms. Day 6, core. Day 7 will be rest or mobility. You're going to warm up about 5 minutes for each exercise. You're going to do 3 sets with 8 to 12 reps with about 45, 75 seconds between each set. Then, like I said, on your rest days, make sure you're doing either core or some kind of mobility exercises. Those that are on GLP-1s, if you have nausea or anything like that throughout your workout, decrease the intensity a little bit, but make sure that you keep your form on point. So this style builds strength and mitochondrial density while keeping the nervous system calm, gives you better androgen receptor sensitivity and fewer sleep disruptions. So here's why this plan helps your testosterone and supports hormone therapy without you having to change your dose. It's going to give you steadier glucose and less visceral fat, which reduces the aromatase activity, so less testosterone is converting into estrogen. It's going to give you a calmer gut, and calmer gut lowers inflammatory cytokines and steadier sex hormone binding globulins, so your receptors hear the signal better. Strength training is going to increase your androgen receptor density, so your tissues respond better to both your testosterone and prescription testosterone. And when your sleep's stable, then your mood, libido, and morning energy is going to follow. All right, so for the next 7 to 10 days, I want you to use the meal plans that we discussed. Berries only, no bread, no seed oils. I want you to take your GI Complete with your IgG in the morning. I want you to have digestive enzymes with your 2 largest meals. I want you to do your probiotic at night. I want you to keep your fixed sleep window. Then I want you to track everything. So track your weight, your waistline, your energy level. And by the end of week 1, most people are going to notice less bloating, steadier energy, quicker recovery, and fewer night wakings. And if this today gave you structure, next week we're going to give you acceleration. So next week's episode is going to be called the Metabolic Accelerator, and we're going to turn your foundation into faster, safer results. We're going to give you a rapid audit with 4 upgrades, carbohydrate timing that matches your body clock and your training day, with exact gram ranges before and after workouts, and a full day or sample day plans for both your early birds and your night owls, so your thyroid function and your testosterone signaling will improve without your causing an evening blood sugar spike that's going to wreck your sleep. Then estrogen metabolism 2.0 for midlife, using a 3-step system to repair the gut, replete the right nutrient cofactors, and remove common blockers. We're going to give you specific foods to add, practical supplement examples, and red flags that matter most for hot flashes, mood, waistline, and sleep. Then we're going to talk about strength progression that's going to protect your sleep and recovery and increase your load with repetitions, stopping with 1 to 2 loads left in the tank to use as a short deload week for your nervous system. Then, as your 4th thing, we're going to talk about plateau breakers for those that are on GLP-1s. So we're going to give you protein and potassium targets, step count minimums, and exact checkpoints to protect your muscle and keep fat loss moving for those that do start to hit a plateau. And then we're going to give you all the things that you can talk with your clinician about changes that you might need to make as well. Okay, so thank you for watching this. Anybody that has not ordered the book, we'll have the links down below. And anybody that actually needs a clear plan, please send this video to them and encourage them to get the book. Again, you're not broken, you're unbalanced, and your balance can be rebuilt. Thank you and have a great day.